And how is everybody doing today? Welcome back to another episode. We're going to be doing a little bit different here. We still have our villagers down here. I picked up something different. Went adventuring into the end cities there and picked up some chorus plant. Just growing some flowers here. Going to probably set up a chorus farm, even though nobody really uses the purple blocks. That bright purple is almost overpowering. But we are gonna use the purple for something else, for making end rods. To make end rods, you take one of the popped purple fruit after you smelt the fruit, and then you use a blaze rod on it. So what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be setting up a blaze farm. I will add the link for the Exuma Void tutorial for it, and that's the farm that we're going to build. And we're kind of lucky here where we're going to be building it at. I'm going to pop through the nether here, and this is back at our main base. And our and of course I don't have anything to get out of here. Our little blaze spawner out here in the nether is right there. And of course it shoots at me. Darn it. So, ow. So we're going to clear this out. Get this safe to do some construction on. And get our a blaze farm going for us. Ow. And work on that today. So I have not ever built a blaze farm before, so this is something new. And kind of excited about doing this. Like I said, this is a brand new new farm for me. I've done a lot of the other ones. Played with setting these up before, but it's something that I just haven't done. So what we'll do is we'll have to clear out most of this area right in here, and then get this sealed in. So I'm going to get some supplies, and we'll get started on it. Alright, welcome back. I've got our blaze spawn boxed in. I've got it disabled for all intents and purposes. Basically, I've got it 2 layers of blocks in a 9x9 square, so I come out 4 in each direction. But I use dirt to disable spawners like this rather than cobble. And the reason is because you use a shovel to take out the dirt. And if you're not careful, you could very easily puncture the spawner with a pick. So by encasing them in dirt, it makes it a little bit less likely to accidentally destroy the spawner as you're partway through building these kind of farms. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to dig out a block around it, and I'm actually going to put a lid on this, try to protect some ghasts from shooting this. So I was knocking out the fires there. Had a little bit of fight with some blazes as I was doing this. It wasn't too bad. It was a bit of a work, but wasn't too bad. I got it laid in pretty well. So we'll take out the this area around it. We'll get it all cleared out, and hopefully we'll come back and see the next step there as far as what we're doing on building this blaze farm. So we'll see you here shortly. All right. Well, I've got this room cleared out. Here's our big old chunk of where our spawner is, and I've got this spaced up so I know how high I've got. We're going to have this here, and a roof is going to go on this block right here. And then, so that'll be where the roof is at. There'll be slabs, and then I needed a little bit of space to get my head in there in case I need to go up there, so that's where the roof is at. I've got to put slabs up at the top of that roof to improve the spawns as well, and to keep items from mobs from spawning on the top of the roof. But right now, I just needed this protective room. So I'm following along the tutorial, and I've got to get the next step of this room built, and that's just boxing this in and setting up the killing chamber. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing with how I'm going to be decorating that yet, so I'm going to go figure that out, figure out what color theme I'm going to do, and we will, once I get that going, I'll start showing you what we're going to do as far as putting that together. So got this dug down quite a ways. I hope this is deep enough. With my luck, it's probably not. Probably have to go deeper, which is fine. And then right up there is the entrance to the tunnel for our end portal over there. So this is going to be where we're going to have our entrance. I'm not going to come around to the back side. This is where we're going to be at. I'm assuming, hopefully, that the killing area will be down about, probably about this level, maybe a little bit lower. And I'll figure out what we're going to do as far as how we're going to come down from that tunnel. Maybe some spiral staircase that comes around on the outside, on the back, and underneath. Maybe it'll be a drop with an elevator. I don't know what I'm going to do there yet. But for right now, I'm just not going to worry about how we're going to get up there. I'll make that all once we get this put in place and start getting this to process some blazes through here. Then I'll worry about how I'm going to decorate this. So let me go figure out how I'm going to end up decorating this for a long term, so I can get this main killing area built. Make sure that it's going to look good, and then I'll be back once I get the color scheme. All right, so we've sort of picked out our color palette. We're going to go with try to go with a cooler set of colors: purples, blues, light blue, and light gray. And I've started building out the first little bit of this there. I've got the walls laid down and the roof on there. We're gonna lay in the glass here. Wrong chest. We're gonna do light gray glass. And it should be an interesting look there. When we're putting those in there, it should be relatively transparent. Light gray is a really nice. It's a really interesting color for a lot of blocks, specifically the glass, because it very easily just sort of disappears in everything that's going on. 1, 2, 3, 5. It's enough to shield things. It's enough to know that there's glass, and it adds an interesting tone to things. So it should be kind of interesting. One thing is, as I was going through this and started counting it all out, I realized I haven't dug down low enough. So there'll be another episode of digging down going on down here. This right now where I'm at is the bottom of the killing chamber. So it's very likely I'm going to be going down another probably 10 levels inside of this. And depending upon what's on the outside here, I may end up putting more stone to block this in, and depending upon where it's at, making sure that people know that there's redstone and so forth that's going to be in here. So I'm going to keep moving on. I'm going to put in the dispensers and the signs that belong up in the ceiling up in here. And keep moving along on this and getting the last little bit of this all blocked in and going. So I will come back with you on sort of the next cut there. And welcome back here. So we're slowly progressing along here. We're just about ready to really start getting into the nitty-gritty redstone. I've got everything in here. The lava dug down a little bit. I'm going to come back along, I'm pretty sure, and put the stone in to make sure this is all blocked off once I figure out exactly how much space I'm going to need. Going to just get this done, I think, as far as on the redstone. Watching through the tutorial, Exuma's going to be doing it. 10 times better than what I can, and I'm just going to basically be cloning exactly what's there. If I run into something particular that I want to sort of show everybody, I'll definitely get back on and demonstrate that. So other than that, I will get to working on our torch tower here, and we should be good to go. I will jump back on here when I've got all the redstone laid into place here, and I will let you know what's going on. And as you can hear, we've got our first test going through here. It appears to be working. At least they're spawning. We're getting them down into the killing area, which is a good thing. And they should be one swipe. We should be able to get everybody in here with one swing. I've got a looting 3 sword. Sort of add on to that. So let's take a look. Got them all in one shot. It's kind of nice. It means that the crusher is working like it's supposed to. So that means we're going to have quite a few blaze rods. Oh, that's kind of nice. Slowly start coming through here. So all I can say right now is that it works. We've got some cleanup that's going to have to be done here. I'm going to make this room presentable. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get my second account active on the server here. Try to do maybe a time lapse of the build for the next episode. So I'm going to spend a good chunk of the next part of this day sitting over here, just collecting up some blaze rods, and gonna get this all processed through, get as many of these as I can. I'm gonna finish the stone, like I said, but I'm gonna clean this up so that it looks, you know, as you look up, you're not gonna see the stone up here. I'll do something with this, and we'll get this all cleaned up and find a nice clean way down into this area. And make it look presentable. I mean, that's the whole point of doing things like this for me is I enjoy doing the technical stuff. I enjoy troubleshooting some of the redstone, and in all honesty, it took a lot longer than I expected to put all this together. But it does work. I'm trying to stay outside so that they don't pathfind to me directly, that they fall down into the process. Really a great setup here. Moving along with a couple kill switches. The button turns the lava at the top on here, and then this switch turns off the crusher so that after everything's been processed, all the blazes have been run through. They're done. So this is what I'm going to use for a little while. Sort of repair some of my equipment. Get that pick over there. Pick up some of that and get some. I have mending on a couple of these picks. So we'll spend a good chunk of the next couple of days sort of AFKing here, letting them come in, take a swipe at it while I'm doing some editing over the couple other videos. Then we'll on the next one, hopefully, like I said, we'll get this laid out in a cleaner and more presentable format and layout, so that it's presentable. And if my people coming to visit, I wouldn't be quite as ashamed of it. Right now, it's still just kind of a work in process as far as that goes, where you know, it's not quite exactly what I want it to be, but we'll definitely get it there. We'll get this all cleaned up. It'll look, I think it'll look much cleaner. It'll have a nice cool feel. I know you're in the Nether, and that's kind of what I'm going for. So should be a good fun little build there, and something I'm looking forward to doing. And getting done. So so that's going to be it for this video. If you hopefully this isn't as short as I think it might be. I spent a lot of time doing the redstone. Spent a good chunk of time building this. But if you like these kind of episodes, please let me know. Give me feedback on these things. I just want to know what you want to see, what you don't want to see. If there's something wrong, if there's not something wrong, it's always helpful for me to improve the videos. I'm really starting to enjoy making them. I've had a couple of videos that had a couple of problems. I had one where I was building our slime shop out there, and a lot of the recording had problems with it, so I wasn't going to be able to complete that one. But I've got a couple other ones that I'm getting into the can, and hopefully you guys will be seeing those here relatively soon. Again, leave a comment. Give me feedback is always welcome, always appreciated. You can find me on Twitter at @awanderingnerd. Definitely drop me a hello and let me know how things are going. If there's any questions, feel free to ask, and I will do my best to answer them. So, once again, this is a Wandering Nerd, and we will see you in the next episode.